Hey, you guys, Impact sure did make an impact. Wow, the last 3 days have been phenomenal. We had 1,086 tutors that had signed up for Impact3. Isn't that awesome? And each day there were over 200 people that joined us live throughout the day to be impacted. We were able to reach beyond our doors and impact a school in Guatemala that we're going to be building. And we raised a total of $725 to build on. Yes, I mean, that's a total of 29 bricks. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's brick by brick that you build a school. And it's also brick by brick that you raise money for one. So I'm so excited to be able to go on in and help reach our goals with that. We have so far raised $11,680, and this couldn't have been done without you. So thank you, you guys. We are getting that much closer to our goal. I appreciate it. Also, throughout this conference, I gave away 10 how to start an online tutoring business making 4 to 5 figures a month. And we gave away 3 one-year subscriptions to TutorBird. And they are seriously the all-in-one platform for running your tutoring business. So thank you to TutorBird for being the official sponsor of this conference. Now, let's take a look at what were we able to learn during the conference, right? What did it look like? Well, we opened up the event with Karen Tui, and she shared different study techniques that help people learn. And the top ones that she shared were color, repetition, summarize, time of day, and the 20 minutes on 5 minutes off rule, and the 3 of 4. She mentioned the 12 brain rules book, which I am definitely adding to my next read book list. And then after that, we had Gretchen WEGNER, and she started sharing about the study cycle in her talk, about the difference between tutoring and academic coaching. She shared how there are 3 stages in the study cycle. Step 1 is being exposed to something for the first time. The second stage is retrieving the information and using different testing techniques to determine what has been learned so far. And the last step is to teach the information in a new way, when you can figure out where someone is at in the process, and it can help so much. And then Morgan Dickerson, she shared about our Build On initiative with Guatemala and how we're building a school. And it was so exciting to see how tutors are getting together to make a difference in kids' lives. And then I shared how group synergy has been so powerful with other tutors learning about how to start their online tutoring business. I shared how powerful success stories and tutors were achieving success with their businesses. And I opened the doors to the Jumpstart Your Online Tutoring Business Masterclass. Suzanne Davis then inspired us with writing juices and the free flow of free writing. And that we realized how easy it is to just get started. And then Audrey shared, how in the world do you teach handwriting online to kids? It's not an easy task, but with the tips that she shared, it is a lot easier. And this is just an incredible thing. Parents love it. And I now believe that teaching handwriting online doesn't have to be such a scary task anymore. And then Robert shared his inspiring story with inspiring and motivating students to become curve busters. We don't want kids relying on the algorithm to get good grades, right? We want to inspire them to take responsibility for their learning. And if you joined us live, then you got to see us kick off the event on the next day, day 2, with my coach and mentor, MEERA KOTHAND. MEERA shared how to identify where people are in the buying stage. And the buying stage they are in determines the type of content to create. And then she shared how to plan out our content. Tutors that upgraded, they also received ideas of content for the next 365 days. And after that, Kelly shared how she created her part-time tutoring job while still working in the school system, making an extra $2,000 a month, working less than 5 hours a week. And she showed the exact strategy for creating ads for Facebook groups, not ads that you pay for, but organic ads that you can share in different groups. And this opened up the door to a lot of tutors that were watching this. And then Suzy DICKSTEIN, she then talked about why we need a website so that we can make more money. And Michelle Pontvert shared what needs to be included on that website, because it's so easy to create a website today, but it's also so easy to put the wrong information about your business on the website. We learned it's not about you, it's about the problem, it's about your ideal client has and how you are the answer to that problem. And next, we were inspired by several tutors that shared their joint journeys with us, and their success is such an inspiration. For sure. And then Robert Foster, oh my gosh, so many people were like, oh, he's so inspiring, because he was. And he shares how to share your story with other people so that they can connect with you and really understand where you're coming from. And this is going to be an incredible strategy. We ended the day with, how do you create a brag-worthy customer experience with Rhonda Cash? And it was just absolutely pivotal to see, how do we make this happen? What are the steps that are needed to happen so people want to refer us, so people want to leave those testimonials? What are each of those processes? And I know I was able to reflect and take a look at how I could improve on my offboarding strategies. So it was really eye-opening for me. And then we started off day 3 with Michael Gibbon. And Michael has had several tutors underneath him in his organization, and he shared a step-by-step system for hiring tutors the right way. There's a lot of misinformation online on how to do this, but he really walked us through how to do it that right way. And then Jodi Graham helped us with understanding how to get more organized in our business and how to plan right. And she shared all these tools that she's created in Notability, and she shared those systems with us, which I so appreciate. And I got to tell you, Nathaniel and Alexander, they just opened our minds to a whole new world of money, and really thinking about, how can I charge more for our services? How can I stop playing with small potatoes and I can earn big cash, right? Because at the end of the day, if I'm not making enough money doing what it is that I love, then I'm going to still have to seek out and get another job. And that is the last thing we want you to do. And then VANESSTA shared her Spark system for responding instead of reacting. Some tutors mentioned how it felt like she was kind of like our little Tony Robbins in their pocket. Yeah, such a powerful way to run a professional business and honestly have more calm in your personal life. And then next, I shared, how do you get more online tutoring students and get them to say yes to online tutoring? Because it all starts with your brand. But I shared some specific strategies that help with getting found by the right people and how to have the conversations that are going to have them say yes to your tutoring services. And I got to say, this has been so amazing. I opened up the Jumpstart doors, you guys, and we've got people coming on in. And the doors are open until Friday at midnight. And then we start our next Jumpstart class next week. So many people say, oh, when's the next one going to be? It's probably, I don't know. I don't know when the next one's going to be. But I definitely know I am having another one in September. So that is something to keep in mind. And then we had Sonia DHALIWAL, who shared about what Superwoman, Superman syndrome is and how it affects us and what we can do about it. And Sean McCormick then shared all about executive functioning and how it affects our students, especially those kids with ADHD. In fact, I actually never knew that ADHD was also called executive function disorder. So that was really eye-opening for me. It kind of cleared a lot of things up for me. He gave us some great systems for how to help those students and so much more. And other tutors, they got so much experience out of the conference. Here are some of the things that they had to say.
So I think that the thing that really struck me was this thing about the building the website. I have a website, and it's not bad. It incorporates some of the things that we talked about already, but I can see there's more that I can do in terms of leading people in through this process, getting people to enter their stage when they're not sure, and leading them in, like you were talking about during the talk, about leading them through successively larger commitment until to me, that was completely mind-blowing. And I have lots of thoughts about how I'm going to revamp my website to like take that thought into it.
Yeah. And our website is always something that we're improving over time. Like I have to go back to my website too and go back and change it as things and time have changed as well. I do have a system that works, and it works for me, and I want to go back and copy, like not copy my own website, obviously, but nor should any of you guys want to go to my website and copy it, because there's still things that I need to update on my website as well. Anything else that you guys were able to get? Yeah.
It's Stacy. I enjoy all of it. This is the third Impact that I've been to, and each one gets better and better. But what intrigued me most was about Facebook. because I went through a training and the person was trying to get me to pay like $5,000 just for that. And they were saying, I guarantee you thousands of students and all this other stuff. I just feel like I shouldn't have to pay to market on Facebook. I believe if there's a way to pay, there's a way for it to be free. So I get traffic, like I do my posts and everything like that. And I get people saying like, views and they like, but I don't get the conversion rate. So I'm looking for conversion because I keep hearing how good my stuff is and I have great posts and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, when are they gonna turn into clients? So that helped me. And I think it was the first two that we had this morning. The one about the Facebook, and I forgot the
KOTHAND.
Yes. So those two helped me a lot. So now I'm gonna put things in a calendar so I can do like campaigns and stuff like that, because I think that's kind of what it is, because I'm like all over the place with different types of posts and I'm in those groups. But now it's making it better. I'm going back in because I have my Jumpstart. I'm going back in to redo Jumpstart. I'm not rejoining a class, but I'm looking at what I have and I'm going to go back in and do it. So it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Somebody else earlier, like they should join Jumpstart because it will really help them to open their eyes, because really what we think we know, we don't know. And you go through Jumpstart to find out. So thank you so much. I'm happy I had the pleasure of you and meeting all these wonderful shepreneurs and entrepreneurs.
Awesome.
Joanne, now I want to, can I jump in? It's Sharon Ingram. One thing that's happened twice now since I first took Jumpstart is I've had 2 head injuries, which really makes it harder to function. But when I go to things like this, I'm reminded that with work, I can't come back. And the thing about the campaigns was so amazing because it showed me how with targeted, even if it's small efforts, I can build on that. And Robert's storytelling was absolutely inspirational too, because again, you reflect on yourself and what you can do. So I thank you and everybody who I've been in groups with, because it's inspirational and it just makes me want to improve.
Yay. I love it.
I think it's just been beneficial that, like hearing the storytelling and showing how we pick up the pieces and sharing that and how that's relatable to everybody, because everybody has pieces to pick up, and realizing even though we don't see how that story is going to connect in the future, it will reach the right people. So yeah.
Yay.
Could I add
love
something?
it. Of course.
I just have to say that, your Jumpstart class last year was fantastic. I was in a very difficult place at that time. But I have to say that, first of all of this has been very, just fantastic. But listening to Robert and his story, and also to listening to what you just said, Joanne, was really right on for me, because I never even thought that I was smart enough until I started going online during the pandemic. And then I found you and this whole network of people who were listening to their hearts and trying to be in that vein of what works for them, what brings them joy, what they can gift to people and to students. And so this is just perfect. Thank you.
Yay, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I just want to say thank you so much again for joining us for Impact 3. It was an incredible event. And if you want to be a speaker for Impact 4, then you know what? Go to the link down below. Apply. What do you have to lose? Maybe you'll be a next speaker at Impact 4. That'll be in August or September-ish. So we'd love to have you as a speaker. You have nothing to lose but to share great information with other tutors. And if you want to upgrade to be able to get the replays, you still can. They are at $197. Just click the link inside of the description and you'll be able to get access to all the incredible things that happened during this event and not miss out. So thank you guys so much for an incredible Impact 3. And here's to an awesome 2023, you guys.